Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another awesome video. Today, we're going to be talking about Tesla, Michael Burry, and the position that he holds in Tesla stock. If you've heard the news already, you probably know how much he holds, but today we're going to talk about exactly where he thinks that the stock price will go as well. And in addition, we'll talk about the catalyst that would have to happen in order for this stock price to go to where he thinks that it will go. So before we get started, make sure you smash the like button because it really helps out the YouTube channel and YouTube algorithm so more people can have access to the same awesome information that you do. And if it's your first time to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And without any further ado, let's talk about Michael Burry and Tesla. Let's go. Welcome back, long time no see. Let's talk about the positions that Michael Burry has first. If you're unfamiliar with the position size, it might shock you a little bit because Michael Burry holds over 8,000 long-term puts, which puts his position to roughly around $530+ million. That means he controls over 800,000 shares of Tesla stock. Now, if you're unfamiliar with options, what a put contract means is that he's betting against the stock and he expects the stock price to go down. And of course, long versus a short position just means that he's betting for the long term for the stock price to go down, which is of course the smarter play because who knows what the short term will bring for Tesla stock. Elon could do something crazy and pump up Tesla's number for a quarter or two, but a long position for Mr. Burry would mean that he has a longer period of time to make his money. Also, if you didn't know, Tesla happens to be one of the biggest shorted stocks and has been for several years, which may not come to a surprise for some of you that have been a follower of Elon Musk or of Tesla in the last 5-10 years. Now, some of you guys that might be watching this may be unfamiliar with Michael Burry. And if you've watched The Big Short, this might ring a bell. He was one of the first people to call out and profit from the subprime mortgage crisis in 2008. He pretty much predicted, not quite to the T, he was a few months off of the entire real estate bubble burst back in 2008. And even though he was a few months early and lost some money at the beginning, he still was able to walk away with over $800 million, around 100 of which he kept for himself, and the other 700 million went to his investors. And since he already has $500 million invested in these long-term puts in Tesla stock, that means his bag will continue to grow into the foreseeable future as long as Tesla's price keeps going down like it has been over the last 3-4 months. And alongside Burry, I do agree that Tesla's price has been overpriced. And we're not the only ones. The CEO, Elon Musk himself, has actually stated that he believes that Tesla's stock price is also overvalued. And he made that statement when Tesla's stock price was more than half from the all-time highs that it was back in January. So what does that tell you about Tesla's stock price when the CEO, Elon Musk himself, says that the Tesla stock price is too high, and then investors continue to pour money, endless amounts of money, into the stock, and the stock price ends up going through the roof, doubles and almost triples in value. When something like that happens, it kind of has to raise a few eyebrows, and it obviously caught Michael Burry's attention in the process, which is exactly why he continues to hold these long-term puts. And a lot of us might be thinking, well, Tesla's stock price does have a lot of room to grow into the future. The 5, 10, 15, and 20 years of Tesla's future does look bright. But of course, in order for the stock price to keep going up, a lot of factors have to play out in Elon Musk's and Tesla's favor. And so far, these are big ifs and whens. From local government regulation to Chinese government regulation to competition and to long-term good investment decisions made by the core team themselves. But there is a question that's still looming, and you're probably thinking about it right now, and that is, where does Michael Burry think that this stock will plummet to? Well, back at the start of the year, when Tesla's stock price was hovering around $850 all the way up to $900 per share, Michael Burry actually happened to do an interview. And during that interview, he actually mentioned that he thinks that Tesla's stock price could go down as high as 90% from the all-time highs of $900, which would put the stock price anywhere from $90 to $100 per share, which is an absolutely catastrophic and huge drop even from where we are today. And there needs to be a lot of really big and bad catalysts for this to happen outside of even Tesla and Elon Musk himself. Things like a potential overall stock market crash. And Michael Burry is known to be a little bit pessimistic when it comes to the scale of how bad things could get. Now, he was pretty spot on during the 2008 crash, but personally, I think he's a little bit too pessimistic for where he thinks Tesla will go. In order for us to see those price points again, everything has to go wrong. And personally, I think it is possible to get there, but a more reasonable number is somewhere between $200 and $300 per share if the right, or I should say wrong, catalysts do end up playing out. But remember, we already have had a haircut of over $300 per share in Tesla stock price up to this day, which already accounts for a roughly 33% drop in Tesla stock price. So what do you think? Is it possible or entirely impossible for Michael Burry's prediction to come true? Personally, I do think that we could see a $200 to $300 Tesla stock price at some point in the near future. We're talking maybe 6 months to a year, possibly 2 years out. And that is, of course, if a lot of things don't quite go into Tesla's favor. And big companies are moving to electric vehicles as well. So as the competition heats up and regulation slows Tesla down, we could see a big drop in Tesla. And that doesn't even account for if we had something like a big stock market crash. Again, this is just one man's opinion on YouTube. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, and always make sure to do your own due diligence, and make sure to let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on Michael Burry's prediction, and also what you think about Tesla stock. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you learned a lot. If you did, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you got a lot of value from this, don't forget to like it and share it with a friend. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Feel free to check out the links down in the description below where you can get a free stock from Robinhood, $20 free from Stash, 2 or more stocks free from WeBull, or $10 free from M1 Finance.